Welcome back, friends. This is Rohit Devangan presenting you a very interesting topic. Welcome back, friends. This is Rohit Devangan presenting you a very interesting topic, which is Master Candle and its trading strategy, and then how can you use in topstockresearch.com using our custom screener. You can also use it in Stock AIO for US market. All right. So let's directly get into the action. As we always do, we'll give you basic concepts, basically the structure, anatomy of what that pattern is, and then we'll take you through the product where we'll see how to use that, how to screen that to your best advantage. Right. So what is Master Candle? Master Candle is a long candle which engulf next 4, 5, 6 number of candles in such a way that the next 4, 5, 6 candles are within the range of first candle. So let's see an example to understand it better. So you have a big candle and big candle. So within how high and low, you have many more candles. So in this case, in this example, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 candles which are within this thing. That means this particular candle is engulfing next 4, 5 candles. This is called Master Candle. Okay, so we'll understand what this means is and how to use that in our custom screener. Okay, so Master Candle breakout, and so to understand Master Candle is typically falls in a category of breakout and breakdown, right? So if you are familiar with breakout and breakdown, great. If you are not, then you can always go back in our system, and at bottom of the page you'll find few videos. Over there in our channel you'll find some breakout and breakdown screeners also, so that will help you to understand this concept better, right? So I'm assuming that you are familiar with breakout and breakdown, so I'm just quickly revising what are the breakout and breakdown screeners that we have in the system. We have open range strategies, we have previous range strategies, we have trend lines, channel, triangle, narrow range, moving average, Bollinger, and many more we have, right? Now, the topic of this discussion, why we are raising these things is because first of all, we have these things in the system, number one, and then it will help you to understand. If you are familiar with one of these concepts, then you'll understand this concepts or breakout and breakdown here even better, right? The closest would be in this area is narrow range, which we'll see how close this particular thing is, and then Master Candle. Now, also, if you are familiar with other candlestick patterns, right, then understanding these things will be a little more easier. So let's see which are the patterns which will help you to understand it. Number one is bullish engulfing. So if you see, bullish engulfing is a pattern where the subsequent candle engulfs the previous candle completely, right? So you'll see and what engulfing is. You'll understand what narrow range is. So suddenly the candles become narrower, right? So it's something which if you understand narrow range, then you'll be able to understand it better. Then inside bar is another candle which if you are familiar, then understanding Master Candle is easy. Doji, boring candles, or bullish long line or bearish long line. These are four different 5 or 6 different patterns. If you are familiar with it, understanding Master Candle will be very smooth. So if you are familiar with any of these things and breakout, then it's a cakewalk, right? It's very easy to understand. Okay, so understanding Master Candle, as I mentioned, that there's a long white candle basically red candle which engulfs subsequent candles. So these candles are inside candles of these things. Inside bar is there. Then you have a lot of narrow candles, so which is not exactly narrow range but similar to narrow candle, subsequent narrow candles. And then you have a point where you have this range becomes your range of Master Candle, and that this is what will be using it to effectively trade in stock market or any other market. Advantages of this, it's very easy to spot. First of all, if you look at things visually, you'll be able to see this. Otherwise, not to worry, we have a custom screener which will help you to filter out these stocks very easily. Then the stop loss are very well defined. If you see these levels, the stop loss are basically generally are these levels, but we'll see that how we can have other stop losses as well. Targets are well defined. Targets are generally 2 times of this thing as the target. Is very useful for swing trading. It can be used for intraday, so it can be used on any of the tick, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes tick, daily, weekly, monthly. All these places, these are effective, but generally shorter period would be better because these are very small construct, right? So basically the idea here is, right, the idea here is you have a long candle and then suddenly the volatility is coming down. So whenever the volatility is coming down or it becomes narrow, which means that there is a lot of indecision in this area, right? So neither bulls nor bears are in control. So whoever takes that initiative of taking the control, normally stock goes into that direction. So if it is a breakout, it's likely to go up. If it is a breakdown, it's likely to go down, right? So we'll seeing with the example will give you a better idea and confidence. So first thing is strategies on master candle in TSR. So as we always do, we go to we have the concept, and then we'll go in for a real world experience with hands-on using Top Stock Research. So go to topstockresearch.com. This is our homepage. On left hand side, when you hover the menu, you'll see custom screener. Click on custom screener. These are typically part of price action, also part of patterns. So there are quite a few things out here like open range and previous ranges here. Some of the range related stuffs are here along with, so this is more aligned to narrow range, wide range or other candlestick pattern, hence it's placed out here, right? So we go to master candle. In the master candle, what we look for is a breakout first on a high-low range on, and let's say NSE 500 stocks. So there's no stock which is matching this criteria. Okay, so let's look at the plain master candle to see if there's any record. So you see that there are few records where Apar Industry has made a master candle. So when you look at master candle, so this is the range of your master candle from here to here, and then there are 4 subsequent candles, small candles, which are within these things. The number 2 is delivery. Delivery, if you see, there's a master candle out here, and then out here, and then the subsequent candles are within that range, right? There's another interesting example which is coming out here is this. This is a master candle. This is a master candle, and once the breakdown is happened, then it went down and it gives certain moments, right? So let's see a few other examples of master candle. This again is a master candle. This again is a master candle, and 4 subsequent candles are within that range. Okay, so going back to this place, master candle breakout is what we were looking at. Unfortunately, we couldn't find anything on the latest tick. Let's try to run again. There's no breakout. Maybe some breakdown is there. Let's try for a breakdown. Again, no breakdown in NSE 500. So what we can do is we try to see if there's something in the back test, maybe a few days back, P-3, let's run 3 days back. So you find that there's one stock where the master candle breakdown has happened, which is JB Chemicals and Pharma. When we look at that, so if you see the master candle was in the range of, was on 18th of June. So 18th of June is this date. No, 18th of June is this date, right? So basically the master candle was formed here. Master candle was formed here to here, and then it has given a breakdown, and since then it's going down. So it's nicely working out in this particular case, right? So let's also try to look if there's any example for breakout. We go back into some previous ticks, let's say P-5, where P-5 we are looking for stocks which is as of 13th of June. So let's look at the stock which is on 13th of June. So this is where the breakout has happened. So the master candle in this case is this one. It's from this range to this range. So generally it was in the upper end of the range, so it's likely to give a breakout, right? So if it is generally in the lower end of the range, it's likely to give breakdown. So in this case, there's a breakout and there's a small movement which is made out here, right? So the key thing looking for this thing is your target would be generally from here to here is generally the target. In this case, the target was not really met or is not yet met here, but when you see a direction that it's continuously making 3 red candles, then you should get a little cautious. You may want to book certain profit. So that's how you'll be looking at the stocks. Another example which is out here is there's a master candle which was from here to here. There's a breakout, and then after the breakout the stock has really gone up. So master candle, big white candle, and then there's some sort of indecision. Whichever direction the stock has moved, it has given a pretty good move out here. Happy Forge, let's look at another stock. Happy Forge is here, right? Again, if you see, it was generally on the upper end of this thing, so the breakout chance is higher, and then it's giving upper this thing, right? Now in this case, the stop loss doesn't necessarily have to be here. You may want to put a stop loss here because this was more like a recent level of activities out here, right? Or if you understand demand supply zone, this is where your supply area is. So you can use master candle for demand and supply. You can mix these two concepts together for a better this thing. So rather than putting a stop loss here, you can put a stop loss somewhere here. Or if the master candle is really big, right, you don't have to put the master candle down here. You can put somewhere in between. So once you start using it, first thing is just identifying these patterns. Number two is identifying the stop loss, which is the best area for stop loss, and then you can use it for your best advantage, right? So we have few candidates here. We go a little back, maybe 10 days back, to see if there's any interesting master candle breakout is formed. No. Okay, maybe we go to P-7. So there are quite a few things. So Ashok Leland, if you see Ashok Leland here, Ashok Leland, so this was the master candle. This was the master candle, right, which eventually got movement, but not your stop loss is not yet formed. This thing is, right? Now in this case, the master candle was pretty long, right? So what you can do is you can put stop loss somewhere in between, rather than putting at the bottom of this thing. So if it comes down to bottom, perhaps you lose a lot of money. So you keep stop loss, or what you can also follow is trailing stop loss, which is like P-3, P-4 low can be a good trailing stop loss. You see fluorocarbon, you see that there's a big candle out here. The breakout is given, and then it has given a fairly good movement, right? So which could have given a decent level of target and profit. Again, playing with stop loss would be useful. Over here, there was a master candle, big master candle, and it has given a breakout, and it has clearly given you achieve the target. Now, when you are achieving the target, doesn't necessarily mean you have to just book the profit. So you can use trailing stop loss, keep on increasing the price. Over here, this could be a good stop loss, right? This could be a good stop loss because there's a gap up also here. The volume participation is also pretty high, right? So you can use this as a stop loss. Even though they are red candles, they are with much lower volume. So you can, for time being, you can ignore them. So rather than just booking the profit of this range to this range, which you could have booked here, you see that the momentum is pretty good. So don't have to book the profit, and then you can ride on this profit. Now if you see, once your eye gets set on these things, then you will see that after the red candle, you see that there is a continuous movement of green candle, so which can give you an indication that it is likely to go up above, and so you can go early in this kind of trades, especially when the volume and other things are supporting you. Then also you see that this is rally based rally. If you are not familiar with that, you can always look out to our screeners and our YouTube video on demand and supply. So the idea is, once you get your eyes set in one particular thing, and then you can also start utilizing some of the other concepts that we have understood. If you see, the breakout has also happened, so don't rush to book profit. So a rally based rally, another rally based rally. So you see there are a lot of demand supplies, demand zones which are getting created. So don't rush for your profit. You can increase your stop loss, use trailing stop loss concept to make best use of this thing. Okay, so we have seen master candle breakout, master candle breakdown. You can use any number of candles here. So the number of candles, those are generally standard and default. We go back to the latest thing. Are 4 candles. You can increase it to a higher number of candles or a lower number of candles. If you find that adding too many number of candles will clearly defeat the purpose, because it generally goes into consolidation mode, or it can go into sideways market. But you can always use other concept, like let's say 5 candles. So there's no record for breakout. Maybe some master candles getting formed here with 5 candles. So you see Aegis Logistic. So this is your master candle. This is your master candle, and then there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 candles within that range. You see that there's a sort of consolidation towards the top part of the body. So it's and then you see that a mix of both green and red. So volume is also not very good. So you need to wait that whichever direction it either breaks out or breaks down. If it breaks out, then it goes into new highs in this area. If it breaks down, then it's likely to go down maybe to this level, or maybe a level previous levels, right? So it's very important to see which direction it goes. If it breaks out, it's like, and with good volume, it's likely to give very good move. Okay, Marico, another example. This is master candle. So it has it is moving. It was moving up. Again, no breakout, breakdown. You see the last candle is a big red candle, so likely to give a breakdown in this case, right? So another interesting thing. Also, if you see here, this particular thing is right rally, base, drop. So the general direction would be on a lower side, right? This will be, it's more difficult to break this levels, because this is where there's a lot of supply coming in, right? So likely to go on the downward direction. Again, don't go with what I'm saying. Utilize top stock research backtesting module. You can go, as we have seen, backtesting, see how reliable or how well you understand this pattern, and then you can go and get into trading world. Okay, choose high. You can choose. So what we have seen is first variation, you can choose any number of candles. Second variation is you can choose either high low range, or you can choose body range. I've heard some of the traders, they use body range rather than high low range for their maximum benefit, and some use high low range, but also they go back on that particular day. For example, in this case, what they would do is they would try to understand where this is coming, how long this was there. So this was 13th of June. So what you can do is you can go to 5 minutes chart, go back on 13th of June, and so go back on 13th of June and see how the day was on 30th of June. Yeah, 13th of June. So even 13th of June, the stock opened around. Yeah, stock opened here. It closed. It went all the way up here and then closed somewhere down here. So the movement is pretty nice, and this thing. So it may make a good sense of going back into the master candle to understand its construct, how that movement was. And accordingly, you can ignore certain higher range or lower range. You can either use body, or you can use something. So it went all the way up and came down and stopped somewhere here. So that's why you see a big wick coming out. So again, we'll see the wick. You see the big wick on this thing. It opened out here, went up, and it was a nice movement. It was not like one-off movement which took the stock up. It was a nice gradual trending up, this thing. So it has, this particular level has a lot of meaning because of the activities happened on that trading day, right? What we have covered is choose body or high low range, right? So like any other indicator, this has pros and cons. Pros, obviously it's simple. It's very identifiable. Stop loss, as we have seen, you can use stop loss at the bottom of the master candle, or if the general boring or small candles are on top of it, you can use the lowest level of the subsequent candles for your stop loss, and then you play with your trailing stop loss. We have seen some examples out there. You can use on any asset classes. You can use on any time frame. What examples that we've seen is daily time frame. You can use in 15 minutes. You can use on daily. You can use even on a higher time frame, weekly time frame. A lot of times weekly time frame can give you a longer movement for a long period of time. So feel free to use it for intraday as well as swing, long-term positional, weekly, monthly. You can use for those things as well. Like cons, don't trade. So this one, this master candle works well unless if there's no other things which is impacting. Let's say just before master candle, let's say for example, say just before master candle there is a big support or big resistance level, then don't play with that, because that's where you are conflicting two major strategies, and you are likely to get poor results, because the other support or resistance level which is near to that level will also have an influence on the price movement, right? So avoid near previous support and resistance level. In this case also, there can be fake breakouts. So like any other indicator, nothing is 100% reliable. So be prepared for fake breakout. So in that case, your stop loss is likely to help out here, right? Avoid in choppy market. Any indicator using in choppy market is best to avoid it. Right. So that's what I wanted to cover in Master Candle. We have a separate video on price action. We have a separate video on other ranges like narrow range, ORB, previous range, Bollinger. We have a separate video on candlestick pattern. So if you want to understand it better, these concepts, using them along with the other system will help you. Or if you want to understand the product well, now this one, like Master Candle, if we go back to 4, you want to see Master Candle along with other indicators, let's say volume. So you can apply volume, you can apply moving average, you can apply other indicators along with this to know how to use it in the best possible way. What you can do is, you have understood Master Candle, you can go through the video of custom screener. That's where we have we have explained custom screener. And then at bottom of the page, there are few videos which you can view to understand the overall product. Great product, very good reviews that we are getting, and we are also trying to help bridge the theoretical world and practical world with providing you both theoretical videos as well as screeners, so that you can get complete picture in one single tool. You can use this. If you need any help or support, you can always call us on these numbers, or you can request for a demo to understand this product better, or you can write back to us on using contact us form. Okay, so that's all I wanted to cover in Master Candle session. Hope you liked it. If you like, we would appreciate you clicking on like, share, subscribe button. That will give us an indication that our hard work is getting really or our work is getting of some use to you. So that and based on your response, we generally take your response very seriously, and we'll try to amend this in our subsequent videos. And do like, share, subscribe. That will tell us. And if you are participating in these things, that will give us a lot of motivation, give us oxygen to create more such screeners and videos. Trust me guys, these are very, very high-end things you'll not get very easily in a lot of places. So do mention to us that whether you like it, or you're dependent on these strategies or these screeners, or you're willing to learn more, and that will help us to create more things, right? So till we meet next time, goodbye, and see you very soon with a very interesting video, maybe in next few days. Thanks guys, bye, have a great day.